Misleading visual. Are developing countries catching up? Our story begins with what looks like a success. In this visual, we see enrollment trends from countries like India, Brazil, and Indonesia, appearing to rise alongside developed nations like Germany or the United States. It suggests that the global education gap is closing, but this impression is misleading. This chart cherry picks countries and presents enrollment growth without considering the population of each country. It's technically using real data, but the design distorts reality. The takeaway is clear. With the wrong framing, even honest numbers can be deceptive. The real picture. Income group over time. To get a clearer view, we took a step back. Instead of looking at a few countries, we analyzed the data by income group from 1950 to 2020. Here, the story changes. Yes, the enrollment has grown across the board, but high income countries have consistently stayed ahead. The gap hasn't closed. It just expanded proportionally. While low income nations have improved, they still enroll far fewer students overall. Growth comparison 2000 versus 2020. Next, we zoomed in to compare two key years, 2000 and 2020. We wanted to see whether the gap was actually shrinking. The chart tells us no, not really. While all income groups experienced growth, high income countries added far more students in total. The enrollment inequality persists, just at a larger scale. The difference is still massive and growing. Geographic view, a global map of access. So finally, we looked at where students are enrolling geographically. This map shows total enrollment by country in 2020. It's in Europe, North America, and East Asia. Low income countries are present, but underrepresented. The visuals show us what the numbers already said. Wealth continues to determine access to higher education. The opportunity gap is still global. So the conclusion is the same dataset produced two very different stories. One that was misleading and one that was honest. That's the power and the danger of data storytelling. Our recommendation is simple. We must invest in educational infrastructure in low income countries because access to higher education shouldn't depend on where you are born. It should be a global right. Thank you.